Did you know that your mind wanders nearly half of the day? A study from Harvard found that we spend about 47% of our waking hours thinking about something other than what we're doing. That's almost half your life spent not living in the present. Here's the thing, the biggest block to being present isn't distraction. It's our expectations. We expect things to go a certain way, and when they don't, our minds spiral. But what if the secret to mindfulness wasn't trying to control everything, but letting go? In this video, we'll dive deep into why expectations are keeping you stuck, and how letting go opens the door to true presence. We'll explore simple strategies to embrace the unknown, release judgment, and practice detachment, all without needing hours of meditation. Stick around, because by the end, you'll discover how freeing your mind can actually free your life. Chapter 1: The hidden weight of expectations. When you think about mindfulness, the first thing that likely comes to mind is being present. But here's the catch: expectations are often what stop us from truly living in the moment. We all carry invisible expectations, what we think should happen, how people should behave, and even how we should feel. These mental expectations act like heavy baggage that weigh us down, making it hard to just be. A fascinating study by Harvard researchers found that people spend about 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they are currently doing. That's nearly half of our lives spent outside of the present moment, often lost in expectations of the future or past. To combat this, start by simply noticing when you have an expectation. Ask yourself, am I upset because of what's actually happening, or because it's not matching my expectation? This simple check-in can be a game changer. John Kabat-Zinn, the creator of mindfulness-based stress reduction, says, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Let go of the need to control every wave and just ride it. When we drop expectations, we open up space for life to unfold naturally. Chapter 2: Detachment, the secret ingredient to inner peace. Here's a myth: detachment means not caring. That couldn't be further from the truth. Detachment is about accepting what you can't control and letting go of outcomes. It's about releasing your grip on the future, not on your emotions. Think about this: the Stoics, thousands of years ago, believed that detachment from outcomes was the key to happiness. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset shift is powerful in mindfulness. When you detach from outcomes, you stop being yanked around by things beyond your control. You free your mind to be in the present. A practical way to practice detachment is through daily reflections. At the end of each day, take 5 minutes to reflect on what you were attached to. Did you expect a certain outcome in a conversation? Were you attached to how your day would go? Then, mentally let it go. Just imagine those expectations floating away. This reflection exercise helps train your mind to loosen its grip, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes to stay present. Chapter 3: Embrace the unknown, freedom in uncertainty. Humans crave certainty. But here's something interesting: our brain actually thrives on the unknown. In fact, according to research in neuroscience, when we embrace uncertainty, it activates parts of our brain related to learning and curiosity. Carol Dweck, in her book Mindset, explains how a growth mindset allows us to see uncertainty not as a threat but as an opportunity for growth. So, how do you start embracing uncertainty? One simple trick is to flip the script in your mind. Instead of thinking, "What if something goes wrong?" ask, "What if something amazing happens?" By changing the way you think about the unknown, you shift your focus from fear to curiosity. Another strategy is to start small. Do one thing every week that's uncertain. It could be trying a new hobby or talking to someone you don't know well. These small acts of embracing the unknown build your resilience. Over time, uncertainty becomes less scary and more exciting, and the need to control outcomes fades away. If you want more great videos, hit subscribe and let's keep going. Chapter 4: The present moment. It's simpler than you think. A lot of people think mindfulness is some complex practice that requires hours of meditation. But the truth is, being present is a lot simpler than we make it. You don't need to sit on a cushion or escape to a retreat to be mindful. In fact, mindfulness can happen in the middle of a busy day, while doing the most ordinary tasks. Eckhart Tolle, author of The Power of Now, reminds us, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. This is powerful because it simplifies everything. You don't need to carve out extra time to be mindful. You just need to bring your attention to whatever is happening right now. One strategy is mindful breathing. Whenever you feel distracted or overwhelmed, pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold it for 4, and exhale for 4. This quick reset helps you reconnect with the present moment. Another trick is mindful listening. The next time you're in a conversation, listen to the other person without thinking about what you'll say next. Just focus on their words and how they're saying them. It's amazing how much more connected you'll feel, not just to the person, but also to the moment itself. Chapter 5. From Judgment to Curiosity. Transform your mindset. We all judge things constantly, from people we meet to situations we find ourselves in. But judgment keeps us stuck in the past or future, instead of fully experiencing the present. Brené Brown puts it simply, judging has become a national pastime. To practice mindfulness, try swapping judgment with curiosity. Instead of labeling things as good or bad, ask questions. If you're feeling frustrated, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Or what can I learn from this? Approaching moments with curiosity instead of judgment helps you stay open and present. Here's a unique statistic. A 2017 study published in the journal Mindfulness found that people who scored higher in curiosity had lower levels of stress and anxiety. This means that simply being curious can protect your mental health. One way to foster curiosity is by starting a daily reflection journal. At the end of each day, jot down something that didn't go as planned. Instead of focusing on how it went wrong, ask yourself what you learned or noticed from the situation. This small shift in perspective helps retrain your brain to see experiences, good or bad, with curiosity instead of judgment. Chapter 6. Let Go to Level Up. The Power of Surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. In fact, it's the opposite. It's giving yourself the freedom to move forward. Letting go of expectations, control, and even your own fears allows you to level up mentally and emotionally. A study by the University of Exeter found that people who practiced acceptance and surrender had significantly higher well-being than those who tried to control everything in their lives. So, there's real science behind the idea that letting go can make you happier. One practical way to practice surrender is through a mental release exercise. Imagine something that's been stressing you out, like an upcoming project or a difficult conversation. Now, visualize yourself physically letting it go, like releasing a balloon into the sky. This small visualization trick can actually make a huge difference in helping you release mental tension. Another method is to focus on what you can control. We often get stuck worrying about things outside our power. Instead, narrow your focus to actions you can take right now, in this moment. This mindset not only keeps you present but also reduces anxiety about things you can't change. Remember, the key to leveling up is releasing what's holding you back. Help us grow by hitting that subscribe button and becoming part of our family.